Hey guys, welcome to Immortal Realm. Let's start our list. On number 10, we have Gods Reborn. Were they angels or demons, appearing out of nowhere like God's wrath upon the world? No one knows what monsters are they or why they attack humans. They call them the Jinn. After waking up from a 9-month coma, part-time Jinn hunters Lilu and Lux must slay all the monsters and collect the bounty. But why does Lilu have a strong connection to the Jinn, and why does he have such extraordinary powers? When this manhwa started, I was extremely confused. I didn't know what was going on, but after reading 10 to 15 chapters, I got mesmerized in this story because it is so interesting. With a new chapter, a new secret is uncovered. The more and more you read it, the more and more addicted you will get. This is a Korean manhwa and you must definitely read it. Number 9 on our list is Marvelous Hero of the Sword. It's a cultivation manhwa with over 300 chapters. You know that in every cultivation manhwa there is a rule, and that is the strong are invincible and the strong eat the weak. Nankin, who is our protagonist, was very famous, but he got his family and his sect destroyed, and after that you know how the world turns out. Everyone just leaves them and starts calling him trash, and that is what happens with this manhwa. But who would have thought that the family heritage, that is a sword that has been left to our main character, would contain heaven-defying powers. The moment the main character's blood touches the sword, an ancestor god appears, and from then onwards, our main character's overpowered and badass journey begins. You will see a total 360-degree change in our main character's attitude, from a wimp to an overpowered and arrogant main character. Number 8 on our list is Infinity Mailman. It has more than 68 chapters. Our main character gets transported into another dimension, and his life is not simple, but his life is filled with thrills. He has to complete missions and get rewards. Our main character is very cunning. You can say that our main character is basically a psychopath, but also he is very smart. The art is really good, and this manhwa is very underrated. Number 7 on our list is City Immortal Emperor Dragon King Temple. The name might be long, but this manhwa is interesting. Our main character Xiang Yi was a step away from becoming an immortal, but he had a few regrets in his past life, and that was the reason that he could not become an immortal and was stuck by the heavenly tribulation, and thus he gets another chance to fulfill all those regrets and return into the past of his previous life. It has the same story as those other Chinese manhwas, but this manhwa has a very beautiful art, and not only that, but our main character is not a wimp, he is very overpowered and badass. You might be skeptical in reading this manhwa, but trust me, you can definitely give it a try. Number 6 on our list is one of the most popular Chinese manhwa, and that is Emperor Lingxian. This manhwa started way back in 2020, but after 30 chapters it stopped updating. But this year it has released more than 150 chapters. They did a mass release, and that was the best thing. A great elder was killed by his disciples, and only to be reincarnated into another body as Jiangqian, who is considered to be helpless in cultivation. But this elder has a very short-tempered personality. The moment he gets angry, at that time a death is certain. He doesn't have much patience. Once anyone gets in his way, the death of that person or the sect is certain. The art is decent, but our main character is very overpowered and badass. Number 5 on our list is Return to Player. One day, the world became a game, and monsters started appearing and killing humans, and humans have become players, and they must fulfill quests. Sihan Kim, who is our main character, has already seen how this game will play out. Everyone in the world dies except for him. When he is given the chance to go back in time and start a second playthrough, Sihan is determined to change the course of events and beat the gods at their own game. If you like omniscient reader's viewpoint, then you should definitely read this manhwa because it is very similar to that one. Although the art might not be comparable to omniscient reader's viewpoint, but this manhwa is still very good. Also, we have a very smart and overpowered main character. Number 4 on our list is Nine Yang Emperor. This is one of those manhwas which started back in 2020, but they stopped it after releasing 20 chapters. But now they are doing mass release. Lu Xuan, the mad ruler of the 5 emperors and a madman, was killed by his best friend, the Scorched Sun Emperor, in a sneak attack after exhausting his efforts to kill the world's #1 expert, the Vaulted Demon Emperor. 300 years later, after his rebirth, things have changed, but the hatred has not disappeared. Let's see how Lu Xuan, who has lived a new life, will rise up again and stir up the clouds and dominate the world. This manhwa is quite a decent one. If you don't have anything to read, then you can definitely read this manhwa. Number 3 on our list is Child of Light. Zhang Gong decides to learn light magic, a magic few show interest in, and eventually becomes the legendary Grand Mage. This is the journey of how our main character starts his journey as a little child who is a beginner in the world of magic to becoming a Grand Mage. While trying to end the continent's east and west separation in order to unite the different races, he becomes every race's child of light. We have got an innocent and cute main character. Also, you can say he is overpowered. This is a manhwa in which you will see how our main character trains very hard and with the help of his master, he becomes overpowered. This manhwa has 41 chapters currently, but you will see that these chapters are divided into parts. So you can say that if we count all the parts, then it will probably be more than 100 chapters. The art is similar to the manhwa Long Live the King, so you should definitely try this manhwa. It is very interesting. Number 2 on our list is Return of the 8th Class Magician. This is one of the best Korean manhwas that has been released this year. It has been many years since I have bloodied my hands for the United Empire and its emperor, Ragnar, but I wanted to return to my home and live a quiet life as to repent for my sins. However, you are a great 8th class magician who is able to overthrow me and the empire at any time. How could I let a monster like you stay alive? After being betrayed on the verge of death by Ragnar, the emperor whom he served his whole life, who was his friend, he stabbed our main character's heart with a dagger that had time magic applied to it. But he didn't know that this time magic would take our main character into his past. And that is when our main character starts his journey, the journey of revenge. Our main character has only one goal in life, and that is revenge. On number 1, we have one of the most popular martial arts manhwa, that is Volcanic Age. Zhu Xiaoqian, a man who survives the age of war through sheer luck and becomes Huashan faction elder, only to live a life that is full of regrets and doubts. He then lies on his deathbed waiting for the inevitable to happen when he realizes that he has returned to the past, and from then onwards the journey of our main character starts. This time he tries to live his life to the fullest. He becomes an assassin, he becomes an expert in swordsmanship, in spearmanship, etc. He is known as one of the legendary figure in the Orthodox sect, and he is also known as a legendary figure in the Unorthodox sect, and also he is a great assassin. You will see how our main character accomplishes great deeds in this new life. The art is very beautiful, especially the action scenes. And the best thing I like about this manhwa is that the main character has all the qualities that he needs to become a good protagonist. He is overpowered, smart, badass, and humble. I guess most of you have already read this manhwa. That's all for today's video, and I hope you liked it. If you love our channel, then you can subscribe it. We will meet in the next video. Have a very beautiful day.